Yo, 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 we back to another edition of the Harry's Drinking Again podcast. I'm your host, Harry Too Scary, aka Mr. Harris. And to the right of me or to your left, however you're seeing it, I hope you didn't go deaf, because we on it off the cuff once again. Brother Ray G with the martial arts. Here we go again, don't start. And we ain't no Pop Tarts popping out the oven when we getting off the cuff show. We listening. Yo, that was a weak ass freestyle to start it, but it ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. What we got?
Bopping, ain't I? I'm still bumping, ain't I? I'm vibing, ain't I? What's up? Ain't no things that are bad freestyle. Freestyle is freestyle, baby. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go, let it go. Don't you know I suck toes? I got a foot fetish once again, and I like spinach and lettuce. Yeah, from the Subway or the Jimmy John's. Get me a foot long filling y'all. Go home, write me a couple bars. Hop on the podcast off the cuff. Hard as fuck, living so rough. Sitting right here, me and Ray looking tough. Also looking grim, also just want to smile, but I ain't drinking no gin. I got 1 Miller Lite and I'm feeling just fine tonight. And I'm drinking some water. Hopefully, anyway, we're gonna get into some freestyles later, man. Fuck that shit. What we got, right?
That shit.
Right. Now, the last show was labeled Brother to Brother AB Trucks Morales, and it might just be to get it in the algorithm. But tonight, December 4th, Sunday, my computer's bugging out. Tonight, December 4th, on a Sunday, 2022, me and Brother Ray G doing this new series, Brother to Brother Conversations.
Brother to Brother Conversation. Brother to Brother. Brother. You dig? All right.
And I'm going to put that up on the screen. Now, maybe you take this one over, kind of explain and break down the
Brother to Brother?
The Brother to Brother. And then I'll kind of come in with mine.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So let me break it down to you. The concept that Harris and I, Brother Ray G, came up with, Brother to Brother. All right. Now, we all know that this show, Harris is Drinking Again, our rant show, it's testosterone filled. We're not going to lie about that. It's unfiltered. And basically, we allow you to speak your mind. We're in we go by merit status. We truly believe in free speech and, agree to disagree. That's the healthiest way to get conversation back. So, brother to brother, this is what we're realizing. There's a lot of men out there that are not really it's not easy for them to express their the way they feel or what they're going through, and a lot of them express this through their possibly their work. So, ladies, if your man starts working a lot, there's nothing wrong. It's just that his mind is filled with something, and you just gotta understand that, and don't hinder him for that. Now, if he stops working for some kind of reason, then talk to him and say, "Baby, what's going on? I mean, I noticed that you slow down," and he'll probably be like, sometimes proud, I lost my mojo, babe. All this stuff, all these downs and everything, and I'm thinking about starting my own stuff. Now, don't panic, ladies. Understand your man, because if you allow him to be him in the things that he loves to do and cares to do about, because constantly, just to let you know, men are constantly thinking about their family, constantly. We don't even if you did something to where there's every reason for us to hate you, we still have this natural wired in us to provide. It's a man thing, y'all. Accept it. That's just that's just we're wired. And I think that's what a lot of people misunderstand. And a lot of men, just because of that, we just get tired and sick and tired of it. And most men, if they're tired of it, guess what? They just drop everything, man. Fuck it. And that's when you see, drinking alcohol, not want to go to work, or maybe even their, erectile dysfunction. But then, you know what? Who's going to get her dick up? Yeah, women. You guys are created to get our dicks up, just like we're created to basically get you off. That's just the way it is. That's what we're wired. Women are created to make men's dick get hard, and men are created to basically give women the most pleasurable sex you can think about. Most pleasurable. It's just no comparison, right? Because if that wasn't the true, you know what? Yeah, what we use our hands, you guys gotta stop using your toys. After a while, it gets tiring. You feel me? So that's what brother to brother, because a lot of times brothers, man, truthfully, look, do we, some of us, when it comes to like money, it's a huge thing, provided and everything, but majority of us, we crack down. You know what it is? Because of relationship, because of love. That's all, love. Because of relationship and shit. A lot of men, it's, yeah, it's money, and that's easy. But love. And so brother to brother was kind of like for men, like right now, all my boys, it's like we got kids. But the other side to that is the one that's like in misharmony right now. But we, the men, we're good, man. We handling business.
Right.
But yet we support each other mentally, spiritually, support each other. So anyways, and that's what brother to brother is. Anyways, I'm going to give it to my brother, Harry Too Scary.
Thank you. I'm trying to find the actual notebook that the Brother to Brother podcast was conceived of. I have so many over here. But before I find it, and I will during the course of this show, Brother to Brother to me was the actual term, the name. I came up with my actual half brother, and apparently 8 years ago, but I would tell you 5. And the brother being, hey brother, blacks, they call them brothers, and the brother, being a white or just other, brother is a other, and it could be brother from another mother, you know what I mean? So it's a whole play on words. And me and my brother being mixed breeds, Oreos, we were like just sitting around smoking, chilling, coming up with names for podcasts. Like, well, if we had a podcast, what would it be? And somehow we're like, yo, what about like brother to brother, So, and apparently that was about 8 years ago. I'm gonna find it here. Anyway, so it was a term to come up with, talk about social issues, racial issues. We might have it here in a minute. Different things. And this was back a few years ago when podcasts were just starting to come about and this and that. So that that was the actual breakdown for the Brother to Brother. Now, what me and Ray are developing with Harris's Drinkin Again podcast and Thursday Night Rants, Off the Cuff, Brother to Brother, we're hoping to be another edition in our repertoire. And hopefully we can bring you, that's going to be the art to see if we can actually, if the fans or the supporters listening can decipher, like, yo, this was a TNR, or yo, this was like a brother to brother, where we maybe get deeper. We even go, our energy's different. We don't know if it's going to be every week, if it's going to be similar to the Off the Cuffs, to where it's always going to be off the cuff. This is an off the cuff show. We're talking on the way home, and then we had such a good conversation in the car ride. I was like, bro, let's just do a show, and this is where we're at.
Should we talk about what conversation we had during that car ride? Because I think that's an important thing, because it started out with the whole anxiety and depression.
let's just go ahead and get into that now that we've explained what this brother is, because tonight's topic is gonna blow your socks off, and we got a lot of
Well,
things to cover.
well, actually, you know what? Go ahead, keep talking because Scoop's calling. Okay. Well, what's up, Scoop?
Big Scoob in the
Like
house.
that game, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. What?
Niners defense.
Harry's drinking
Why
again.
come in there and look better than Garoppolo? Guy came in and was dropping bombs, dude.
You know what? We're actually right now. You're on our podcast, brother.
Tell Scoob to say a big shout out.
Podcast, huh?
Harris is drinking again
Wait, can you hear?
live.
Wait, go ahead. Go ahead, Harris. Say something. What? Scoop's on the other line. Go ahead.
Big Scoob live on the Harris is Drinking Again podcast from the Big 775 NV.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
You did hear that. See, you're on the show, fool. Hey, man. How about them Niners? But anyways, man, you plan on stopping by? Or you just gonna chill at home or what?
I was gonna see if tomorrow, what time you gonna be there at?
Well, I'll be in the morning. Like,
What time you
9
gonna
o'clock.
be
9 o'clock?
for office?
Yeah.
What time are you gonna be over there?
Be here at 9? Oh, wait. No. Tomorrow I gotta go to the welfare office, dog.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's like 7 o'clock. I forgot, man. Good thing you reminded me.
You're going at what time?
Shout out Big Scoob in the building. All right. I'm gonna find this I'm gonna find these scripts because the Harris is Drinking Again podcast was basically initiated 8 years ago, written down on paper and everything, not just spoken, not just, this just came out of thin air. This has been something that we have been working on collectively, even without even knowing it. It was written down, and that was the most important thing of it all, is that our message has never changed, not once. And throughout our lives and throughout the different scenarios that we've played out, our message has never changed. Whether it's raised faith, whether it's my lack of faith, my ability to question things, it's never straight, but we've always been good men, strong-willed men of value, men of character, men of faith. And before Ray breaks it down and to why this conversation really came about, even without naming names, people in our circle, some of our own brothers and brethrens that we recognize and understand what they're going through, and we may come off as a high horse or like we're better and everything. And you know what? I'm at the point where if that's the way you feel, then that's what it is. And fuck it. If you feel like I'm coming off better than you, then I probably am. But it's about this life of experiences for myself in particular, moved around, seen a lot of things, not even as many things as I would hope to see, but been in enough situations to not get down or bothered or stifled by depression and anxiety no longer. I absolutely will not let that rule my life. You're never going to hear me say, I'm depressed or I'm this or that. Now I may recognize certain flaws, I have a lot of defects, a lot of fucking defects and everything, like we all do. But there comes a point along the journey to where as we grow and as I feel I age, I have to get better. It's fucking absolutely mandatory. There can be no retrogression as we age. There simply cannot be. If there is, then fuck it. Hopefully I fucking die tonight. I don't give a shit. Because the ultimate goal in life to me is to try to reach the highest point of enlightenment as you can before you leave. It's just to evolve to the highest level, to your personal, to where you're satisfied. and then maybe where God's satisfied, to just to be that best version of yourself and recognize all the flaws, all the traps that America has set up for you, society has set up for you, the doctors, the pills, the fucking the bitches, the goddamn the niggas, the goddamn weak men, the crackers, everybody, fucking white man, all this shit. You got to recognize that shit, evade it, and win. So I'll let you go on that. Yep.
Yeah, it all a matter of how we accept it. Are you a victim, or are you the prey, or are you the hunter? And when we say the hunter, oh, the hunter is so vicious. No, the hunter is very strategic. The hunter makes adjustments. The hunter finds the right bait. The hunter looks at the whole terrain and the setup and finds out, okay, I can't be over there because I can be, and it's no different than life, dude. But this is the main problem that most people have. The biggest problem that most people have is discipline. No, and we talk about discipline, and that comes with time management. Time management. So many of us stress over time management, and when you stress about time, guess what? Next thing you're gonna stress about money, and then third thing after that, you're gonna stress about life. So time, money, life. So the three things are those most important things. Those are the ones that causes us to get ill, that causes us to just do stuff we don't want to do, we regret on doing. So what Harris is saying is that if you're able to manage your time, like he says, I go by minute to minute, hour to hour, day by day. If you got to break it down that way, because I go by that way too. I go by every 15 minutes.
Right. Like literally, right? Whether it's big or small, like before you muted, you say you have to go to the welfare office, handle some business tomorrow. I'm sure you, like myself, you wake up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I wake up, in the morning when you first become aware that you're waking up and you're like, oh, fuck, okay, like I'm alive. Like I literally, sometimes I lay in bed for 15, 20 minutes. I set 4 alarms. And I'm processing, like you said, 15 minutes, boom, okay, like I know I could lay here for up to an hour, okay, boom, I fall back to sleep. Next moment, like I got to get ready for an hour. I got an hour before I leave the house, drive to work. It's like
no, literally, I go. That's why I don't stress out, because I go, okay, I wake up around 7, I do my shower, I'm done by 8, 9 o'clock, I'm all spiffied out. So my day is basically hour to hour, because from that 9 to 10, I'll be making my breakfast, my coffee, and then I get my stuff started, and I check my voicemail, then I check my email, and then I go by, okay, what I need today, boom, 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 schedule my time, okay. So I really don't start nothing till like exactly, and you have to write it down, 10 o'clock. Set your day at 10 o'clock, and then go by hour. So you go 10, 1. Okay, follow this. 10 o'clock, you got you maybe whatever this you want to do. 1 o'clock, after lunch and everything, is maybe your second meeting in the afternoon, and then you do 1 o'clock, and then you do a 3:30, because around 2:30, 3 o'clock, around there, you get a little sleepy. So 3 o'clock is gonna be your latest. So by the time you're done with that, come 4 o'clock, 4:30. By 5 o'clock, you're done. You don't have to do anything more than that, and life becomes less stressful. So 10, 1, 3:30. You get your 3 tasks within those time frames, life is going to be okay. See, that's the problem with most people, because they look at the task and they, oh my gosh, I got all these tasks. No. Every single time frame, you should have a picture in your mind what am I doing. And then when you're in the meeting, first of all, you know what? When you always miss meetings, it costs you money. It costs you time. Kind of like the thing that we had yesterday. This dude set up a for us to go to his show 2 times. And it's like, and I told Harris, no. On the weekend, no, because that's disrespect right there. And not only disrespect, it's not about disrespect. It's like you got to do meritorious stuff when you're doing business with other people. You have to do meritorious stuff. You have to have business time etiquette. Because time is money, people. In fact, time is more expensive than money. You could always make money, but time you can never get back. You can never get back. So time is the most important thing. And if you're early in your meeting, the most important meeting should only go for 45 minutes, maybe an hour. 45, maybe an hour, no longer than that. After you go past that, you know what happens? It basically, the meeting loses its value. And then you're both wasting your time. 45 minutes, done. This next meeting, nothing but 20 at the next meeting. And then as you go along, they get shorter and shorter and shorter because you already have commonality within each other. And when you are going to meet, you know what? The next time you do meet, like say a formal meeting, because you're going to reflect and you're going to talk about, what you've done and accomplishments and things like that. Then you go for like a dinner. Like a good dinner. I'm talking you have the cigar, the wine, the 4-course meal, the whole nine, the dancing, the music. Get to know each other. Just, relax with each other and everything. You enjoy, get fitted and everything. Go to a nice jazz club or a comedy club, whatsoever. Bring your wives, your girlfriends, your dates, whatsoever. Like, get your car, get all crispy. Then do that as a business meeting. And you understand, you know what, I do have something here. Then you'll feel good about your business. You'll know how to manage your time, and it doesn't become so stressful. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, let me go. Part of the brother to brother segment is getting more personal, and maybe even more transparent than I've been on the show. And I want to talk about my experience with meds when I was a young boy, and my personal experience with depression, anxiety, Tourette syndrome, ADHD, being on schizophrenia medication at the age of 6 years old. I've had like 3 or 4 people in my life close to me that kind of say like, "Oh man, you're getting to whatever, you think you're better, you're kind of, and I take whatever, yeah, cool, I am." But no, what it is I'm elevating, levitating, and I'm conquering certain demons in my life. I'm aware that I'm conquering certain demons in life. I've said on this channel many a times, man, fucking meth and Adderall and cocaine and shit. Those are things I'm trying to battle, right? And then beyond that, just dealing with not even dealing with anymore. I want to stop dealing with fucking weak men fucking terminology, bro. I'm dealing with the fuck you dealing with. Hey man, my life's good. My life's fucking good. I'm in control of my life, and I hold the keys to my fucking brain. God damn it, not the other way around, motherfucker. If I want to sip and drink, I'm sipping, drinking. I never had a problem with alcohol, but the point is, if I'm in control of myself. So now, when I was 6 years old, I was prescribed Haldol, aka haloperidol. I was up on that shit for about 4 or 5 years. I remember in between that, I was on amitriptyline, and I believe at that time it was a Xanax or some form of a SSRI. Right now, fast forward about 6th grade. My mom takes me to this primary children care hospital because she gets a new job, better insurance. This doctor comes in and he looks at me, whatever, and I remember him, and my mom will tell the story like that. It was his idea to get me off this stuff right away. He said, "Who the fuck put him on Haldol?" In better sense of a word. Come to find out, because I was diagnosed in Elko, Nevada. Now, Elko, Nevada is still a small, shitty ass fucking town. Shout out Elko, Nevada, man. But back then it wasn't much better. Now we went to Salt Lake at this time. This was like 2000s, whatever, late 90s out. This doctor, Asian dude, was like, "Who the fuck put him on this shit?" She's like, he was like, "I would never prescribe it, kid." He's like, "This first of all," and then you Google Haldol. It's for schizophrenia patients, right? Very powerful antipsychotic. No kid should be fucking prescribed this shit, especially the fact that I wasn't really showing signs of no schizophrenia or anything at that young of an age. I was just hyper. I was full of fucking life, full of testosterone.
You're a kid.
I'm a fucking young boy. Hyper shit, bored with the things that your punk ass school system is teaching me. Got me sitting in a desk, restrained. I feel too tight around my waist. I am wasting my time. Go to school, stand in the line, being fed GMOs. Anyway, prison food. And so I've always recognized the school system was a wash, and I never fucked with school. Now, that was my journey, this and this. This motherfucker puts me on something else. This is when the amitriptyline came into play, about 6th grade, as well as Adderall and a few other things. I remember driving. Okay, specifically, fast forward 6th grade, whatever. I'm on this different medication. I would take one of these little red pills, man. Amitriptyline, man. Make your ass sleep. Oh my god, man! If anybody got some amitriptyline, man, email me at. No, I'm just kidding. This shit would have me zonked the fuck out, right? And I would take one pill in the morning, and sometimes they would have to wake me up and carry me, damn near drag me off the bus, bro, because we had a 30-minute bus. We had a 30-minute bus ride to school. And there was many times where I was just dozing off in class, man, drooling on my desk.
Wow.
And I'm just zonked out, bro. I went to therapy at a young age, all this stuff. Talked to psychologists, psychiatrists. They fucking told me, what do you see when I hold up this picture? All this shit, bro. Went to a damn boot camp for a weekend, all that stuff, man. Like setting fires and, little juvenile shit. And so... And knowing all this stuff, right? And then at the same time, about 12 years old, tried meth for the first time. Did not know really what it was. It just, put this little pipe to my lips and shit, and took a little hit. And but other than that, it wasn't until 6 years later when I really started smoking methamphetamines. Anyway, over the course of that, drinking, cigarettes, weed, alcohol, right? Probably affecting brain chemistry and this and that. You're going through puberty. You're on prescription medication. And you're doing recreational drugs. So I'm blessed at the end of the day. I got all my faculties. My brain's still intact. I'm smart as a motherfucker. And I'm handsome. I'm out here winning, right? And so shout out to me. And, and the Lord or whoever, whatever. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding, guys. Kidding, guys. No, but naturally, I don't, Anyway, now, so when I come across as not giving a fuck about the next person's people that are close to me, and they're like, I think I'm depressed. I'm going through this thing, and I'm over here really, and I don't give a fuck because I'm like, first of all, you're fucking mid-30s ass motherfucker, we're too old to be delving backwards. I just felt like I experienced all these things at such a young age, and I'm talking about real suicide. Okay, if I come up murdered, because that's all it's going to be. Because I'm really not going to kill myself, but I got the perfect setup for them to make it look like I'm an alcoholic. I overdosed on alcohol. I relapsed on drugs because I speak about it all the time. I'm the perfect candidate to stage a death. Okay, when I start getting a little bit more clout, I know what's gonna happen. I already know. I don't give a fuck. I already know. I'm gonna be a motherfucking messiah, motherfucking messenger. But I want the world to know I would never kill myself as a grown ass fucking man. Where I'm at now, being a father, knowing what I know, hell nah. If there was ever a time I was really going to off myself, it was between the ages of 14 and 17 years old. Facts, motherfucking facts. So much facts. Drop a fucking truth bomb on that. Okay, so I'm talking about, I banged my head against the walls. I was fucking hurting animals and all that shit, bro. Fucking, skinning cats, doing all sorts of weird shit, bro. Evil motherfucker. Now, I might still have a little killer inside of me. I don't know. Hopefully not. It'll only come out in self-defense or, complete act of rage.
Were you acting that way because you're really rebelling, or that was maybe, I don't know, side effects or whichever it is you're on?
Yeah,
looking back now, what did you think it was causing you to do those demonic things?
Just honestly, bro, prescription fucking meds, bro. I don't recommend no kid take no nothing, bro. Fuck these doctors, fuck your mom, fuck your dad, and shame on you parents for putting your hyperactive ass kid on some damn medication that's going to dull his brain at such a young age. You need to be a step up as a fucking parent. Get that kid in some goddamn fucking basketball, football, volleyball, martial arts, fucking chess club, goddamn. Spend some more time with them. Take your old fat ass for a walk around your fucking apartment complex or trailer park, you piece of shit parent, you. Fucking stop.
Yeah. Like, be active and yeah.
Doesn't like blueberries. Well, that's part of fucking programming. If you were to start, like kids don't know what the fuck they like. You know what I mean? Motherfucking kid don't like blueberry. What the fuck? Sweet and juicy and shit. Hell yeah. Anyway, so
yeah,
like that's my thinking of the whole thing.
Mine too. Mine too.
And I want to say too, I was allowed, because of my defects. I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome in the 4th grade. And I don't know. I got this paper. It said back. I believe now it's just like ADD. They just cut it short, but it used to be attention hyper deficit disorder, ADHD. Now it's just one. And it said possible fetal alcohol syndrome. Whatever. Because my birth mother had some cocaine and some methamphetamine, some alcohol in her shit. I don't know. So, but I played the victim role a lot as a kid, man, and I was allowed to. And I was treated a certain way. I was in the sometimes in the trailers, in the little outreach program, in the little trailers. I tested for special ed twice, to my knowledge, and I was too smart for special ed, but I wasn't.
You're too smart for special ed, but too dumb for the regular class. Man.
Yeah, so, I don't know. I remember this program.
You're in between,
bro. So they started this program called Outreach. It was like the third. Like, okay,
you're one of them kids like, you're stuck in Mrs. Wiggins' room. Yeah, Mrs. Wiggins. Yeah, she the teacher where they put all the students nobody won't. Yeah, that's where I belong. She's my friend, Mrs. Wiggins. So I was that kid, right? Yeah.
And I experienced all those little obstacles. And I get lost in the sauce, but
so you got stuck. You were in the classroom where you were too smart for the special ed and you're too dumb for the regular kids, or not too dumb. Just I don't know. Just you didn't want to participate because
this was a hyperactive.
Because you're on this meds and everything,
right?
Wow.
And then let me, and going forward from 6 to 18. Right. 18 years old, about maybe 2 months before I met Brother Ray, Don Beanie, everybody, Jonah, fucking Scoob, fucking Jay James, fucking John, fucking Quester, fucking all the Reno crew, man. Shout out to everybody.
Dallas, yeah.
Jay, Janelle, all the motherfuckers. I had this epiphany when I was 18. I had a dream. I really had a dream. Anyway, when I turned 18, I quit. I quit all my medication, cold fucking turkey. I think at that time, I don't know what I was on, bro. I think it was the Adderall and Ativan shit. Maybe some Prozac. I don't know what the fuck I was taking at that time to end it off. I know. I was on. I had a little relapse, a little stint when I was 25. it did creep back. It crept back at 24, 25. But guess what? I was doing heavy drugs, bro. 24, 5 years of age. I had to go back to the doctor. Motherfucker said, oh, the doctor, oh, I think you're bipolar in this and this. And so, but he can't, what you call it, say I am. So he referred me to this psychiatrist to go get me diagnosed with bipolar. And on the way to the diagnosis, I pulled up in the parking lot, bro, and I'm sitting there, and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? I said, wait a minute, you weak man, motherfucker, you finna go up in here and let this bitch tell you that you're a disabled ass, bipolar ass motherfucker? I already know I am. I know I am, but it again. That shit can be fucking battled, bro. It's not like maybe there's certain people that like really, I get it, like super, they need to be on some medication or locked in a padded room. Man, my shit is like
lightweight compared to that, or controllable.
Like, keep your body, it's more on I just got a lot of fucking energy, bro. And if I don't feel like I'm worth anything, then I'm not worth anything. Having a podcast, having a business, whatever it is, going to the gym, always having
being a dad, working,
lyrics up the fucking ass, even if no one's gonna listen to them. Just fucking sitting here, being a goddamn fucking creator. I don't give a fuck. All right.
Yeah. Me too. I need to be doing something. Like if I'm not doing anything, like I realize I'm cleaning something. I gotta get some kind of like project or something. I gotta accomplish something for the day. No, I'm just like you. I'm the same way. I either write it and everything. I gotta do something productive on a daily basis.
Yeah, and
I'm here. You.
That's how I guess that's how I ultimately came to my place where I'm at now, to where I know the clouds linger. The clouds definitely linger. Like I know the fucking suicidal thoughts and all that depression, dark shit is close. And I want to say this: I may have opened up portals as well. I used to play with the Ouija board. I read some books on witchcraft and all that shit. I actually tried to do some seances when I was younger. I burnt the Bible. I did a lot of fuck shit, bro. And I egged Jesus on. I blasphemized his ass a lot. But I'm telling you, like I actively tried to study the dark magic, bro, because I thought at one point I really wanted to try to sell my soul, and so I don't know if those things linger. I mean, they say once something and they latch on, who knows? So, but I'm saying that still to be transparent is like, hey, if something bad happens to me, well, fuck. And maybe 12 years ago, I guess I shouldn't have fucking.
No, you know what?
But
okay, so since we're in that topic and I'm on the spiritual tip,
let's get it. And then I also want to just give shout out to I want to go talk to this, and then I'll go back onto I want to give my stepmom a shout out and how she helped me through that transition.
So you know what, our mind is so powerful, bro. Really, even the way we breathe, but our conscience and the way we think. If you're doing those seances and you do believe in the other world or spirit world or all that stuff, you know what? Your mind will our mind is so powerful and so mysterious that it will really trick you to believe it and to see it. That's what it is. So if you take that thought and you flip it on the good end, like what you're doing now, it's going to manifest itself even faster. The reason why is because what you're doing right now on the positive note is that's how our energy flows. All in the good stuff. The other stuff is against it, and it can still happen, but it'll never come out right. It's going to be ruined and everything. It's a completely false idea. And that's why people that do the Ouija board, the people that always try and rebel and go against this and defy the existence of God or of Jesus Christ, if you do that, going the other way, and you're talking about this, the only way you'll ever achieve that is you have to be on something artificial because you're turning your mind in something it's not used to. It's going against the natural grain of man's power. And so how do people do that? They do it with artificial stuff which they're thinking is artificial already. So artificial upon artificial which means not truth. But the problem is when you confuse the brain like that, the brain is created to just follow. Then you'll come up with all these, oh my gosh, I saw this and I saw this and so spoke to me, these voices spoke to me and all that. However, when you go stop, like you did, enough of this. I need to cleanse this out and start going the other way, the clockwise, the right way. Then you slowly peeling it, and you're just cleansing it. You're filtering it, you're siphoning it, you're taking it out. You're like, okay, let me go back to what it is. And you go, you know what? I knew this all along. But I pushed myself. But the good thing about that is that at least you understood how it is on the other side. And now that you're going on this flow, things are starting to happen because the energy is on the right direction. It's as simple as that.
Right. And okay. And because it's on the right direction, right? It wasn't just a overnight path. I mean, this was a year's journey. Let's see, getting over the true. I've been waiting to get here, bro. I was offered cocaine again recently. Facts, straight up. And I was like, nah, man, I don't fucking no cocaine, man. Fucking weak ass shit, man. And it was so cool to turn it down because I was like, I truly know the end result of those stuff again, man. And the way it make me feel is not worth the little 45 minutes of euphoria that I get. Not even, man, the high don't even last nothing anymore. And so I truly knew this was about 17 days ago or so. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is the point in life I've been waiting to get for. Not that I can't find them or this and this, but when they're offered, when you're tempted, right? When you're tempted with it, right? Maybe the test of a true man or a married man is like, because I used to always say it, man, I ain't turned down no pussy, man. I'll fuck any bitch. I fuck any bitch, man. I just want to get my numbers up. I was like that. I'm talking about, man, 7 years ago. Like, realistically, bro, I'll fuck it. Damn, you know what I mean? Now I'm over here every time I have sex. I had a one night stand recently, whatever. And I was scared shitless because I was like, not scared shitless. It was cool, whatever. But I was like, yo, first of all, I got to be more cautious. And then I'd be thinking of the energy of the other person's energy. How many partners have you been with? The diseases, the this and the this. Anyway, there's so many factors that go into all that it wasn't an overnight process, though. But the constant, I guess, just reminder of yourself, too. And then when you do slip up, you have to talk shit to yourself. Like, I call myself a piece of shit, fat motherfucker. I talk very bad to myself. Now, some people may, this don't do that, but I gotta do that, before anybody else.
Well, if right now, if that's what works for you, then you have to do that. Mm-hmm. If that's what works for you right now, if that's what's gonna make you listen to you, you have to call yourself those names. Then do that because that's what works.
Yeah, that's just when I self-talk, I feel like I want to let everybody know the worst part about me. So even if you say it to me, it ain't gonna affect me, bro. I already know. Like, so you know what I mean? It's like whatever it is, like whatever physical image or like the way your podcast sucks or you can't fucking speak or host this. Hey dog, I know. You know what I mean? But I'm motherfucking trying, right? Like I'm here getting it in, right? And
it ain't gonna break you.
Yeah. Yeah, and if anything, just let me know. Like, oh, see, when someone tells you that and you already think that, but you still got this confidence. I still got a confidence about myself. Like I know I'm a handsome. There's certain things that I just am who I am. But knowing those things about yourself, and then when the outside world throws those at you, it almost reconfirms your confidence, because it's like, well, I already knew he was gonna say that. You know?
Yeah, well, yeah, it just reconfirms, and that's what we need to do. It's like, especially as men, that's why we need this conversation because, yeah, we're so macho. Like, I don't need anyone telling me, to pump me up. I don't need someone to like. Well, you know what? Think about it, dude. You do need it. It does help. It does help when you're, when another, a homie goes, hey, dude, man, you're doing a freaking, kick ass job, bro. Keep going, and we may not say it right because we're not comfortable saying that shit. I mean, we're comfortable calling each other assholes and fuckheads, but hey, you're doing the good. It's not that easy for guys, But if you know the good, like you, I've known you, you know me. It's easy for us to go, hey, man, hey, good job, brother, man, But when you meet the dude, like say at a job, maybe you known each other for maybe a month or so, it's not as easy to go, hey, man, you did that real, It's not as easy. But men need that. Men need that. And you men, a lot of times, let's just jump in this topic. I shut it down, bitch. I shut it down. I shut it down. We're talking about weak men. Would you say a man is weak? Because there's some men out there that, for them to function, they gotta have a lady. Like they always gotta be in a relationship with someone.
I know. I know. I feel sorry for those men, to be honest. And it's not like I feel sorry, like, no, that's cool, because every man needs a piece of punani around. Like,
well, okay,
like,
go ahead.
Like I get it. See, I look at it from an ego perspective, because I don't fuck around. Women really, they're like objects. I'm not gonna lie. Like maybe I'm not that deep as I thought. I haven't lived enough life. I haven't experienced it. So maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I've never been compelled to cater to a bitch or a woman. I don't give a fuck, man. I still got a baby mother. I still got a fucking girl. Like, I just am who I am, I'm never gonna bitch, I shut it down. I shut it down. Hold on.
Smirk on my face, grabbing nuts cause I'm real high. Rage turned to dookies after 21 long nights. Still y'all be looking like I'm crooking while you keep on woofing that. Cause I was gonna spot as a girl tonight. She got tooken. Please, baby, please, and boy, stop. I noticed that your nose has been growing a whole lot. Why don't I call you Pinocchio? Better yet, Flo and Joe. The only time you seem to be tough is when you got powder up your nose.
Only time you seem to be tough is when you got powder up your nose, Like
Joey R.
Joey fucking hard, man. But so yeah, I would personally say that's a weak man characteristic, bro. Okay, I believe that a man. Now, see, again, I'm more of a traditionalist. Now, when I say women are objects, this and see, that's going to filter out, man. That's going to filter out even a potential woman listening or something that might be the one for me. A true woman go sit back and decipher the actual message behind the words. See, a weak man and a weak woman let the clip get to them. Little 8 seconds. Fuck the Jews. Fuck the fucking Holocaust is fake. Right? But if you're listening to somebody and maybe, oh wait, but he didn't really say fuck the Jew. Oh no, wait, well, he did, but he was, he said it in a whatever. To me, the rational thinking person is like, but like, where did that come from? What's the long? So when I say, women as objects, it's just from an ego standpoint. I need to get laid every so often to be who I am. I start getting depressed in my brain, bro. If I don't, you gotta fuck. A man gotta fuck. That's just, I believe that. Whatever. Now, whether you're because some men will put another man down. You ain't got no bitch. You ain't got 4 or 5 bitches. Like they think that they gotta have a bitch every night of the week or whatever it is. Or I can call this bitch. I can call this.
Like having a woman is their what do you call it? Like their trump card or their MO or something like that.
Yeah, like for me.
Yeah,
I just gotta know. I got it somewhere. Like even if I gotta set it up a couple weeks out, this and this, or if I come across it. I'm just cool with that. I value my time more I value my alone time and my time to be creative the most. And for me, again, it could be where I'm at in life, dude. If I'm not building with you as a man or a woman, the fuck we gonna be sitting around? Seriously, I don't want to smoke weed with you, motherfuckers. You know, if we ain't like,
If we ain't doing nothing, if we ain't creating nothing,
if I
yeah,
want to go and just sit at your house,
yeah,
and smoke bud, I'll do that at my fucking crib.
yeah, yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
feel like with the woman too, it's like, and I really wish other men would come on this fucking show and talk about it, bro. Like, other than the sex, let's say it, bro. Ain't nobody fucking everyone's scared to say it, bro. Other than the fucking sex, like, seriously, what do you sit around and talk to your fucking woman about? I don't, you like, unless you're building. Maybe she's
Yeah.
you know,
Yep.
you're,
Unless you're building, unless maybe you know, like it could be like, you know, could be the fact of that you're setting up your kids. Like a good example, parents of, like, say with kids with special abilities, like maybe athletic or maybe educational. You know, like that you have a gifted child, and he or she goes into these competitions, and you know, like a spelling bee or something like that. But you guys both have a particular goal. And I think too, that's another thing too in the relationship. Like, my situation with my spouse, even though we've been married for such a long time, is that we're not spiritually equally yoked. I like the word. I like to go to church. I like to read the word. She doesn't like none of that stuff. She doesn't want to read the word whatsoever, and you know, and whatnot. And when you get older, as you raise your kids and you become an adult, as an old, you know, there comes a time when perhaps you and your companion, like, the only topic they really get to talk to is really Jesus. And I'll speak on that because, you know, at my age 55, we're talking about, like, say for instance, we're talking politics. Okay, we can talk about politics, and it's gonna become like, you know, I'm a Republican, you're a Democrat, you're da da da. I don't like Biden, I'm like, you know, and then becomes that, and it becomes an argument. And another thing too is, like, they say for instance you're both into church, but you're into the church, like, you know, who's gonna be leading the board, who's gonna do the sandwich run, who's gonna be preparing whatever, you know, communion this communion, whatever. Then you become churchy, and that could be a problem too. Me, I like to, you know, my whole thing is to basically just meet as many people as I can, to connect with as many people as I can, and then just to make friends and whatever, because I truly believe this. You know, we're at the point in our world where, you know, you're going to have the Googles and the Apples and the AT&T and the Walmarts and all that. That's just the way it is. But yet you're gonna have the many thousands, maybe millions of little minions like us. I want to touch that. I want to touch that spectrum right there. The many thousands and millions of other coming in together,
right,
and uniting and getting something done. Like, good example is that you know, I never knew this. This is a new thing. Okay. All right, I go, you know, this whole nonprofit thing. I'm going, okay, nonprofit. All right.
yeah,
And I'm learning about it. And I learned that if you have a nonprofit, you can own a for-profit business, but not the other way around, especially as a 501c3. Like, a good example, like, you know, Harris is Drinking Again Media LLC cannot buy a nonprofit because you're a for-profit business. But if, you know, because you have become a media company, I can basically buy you as a company. And all of your whatever endeavors that I plan to do, I can use you as my content director, content producer, and everything for events that I'm going to throw. See, these kind of stuff, and that can go in education, that can go in athletics, that can go in special programs, that can go into travel, that it can go into, like, some kind of trade, some kind of, like, you know, I want to build, like, future content makers of the world, like to a next level.
Yeah.
I want movies that have sources. I don't want your typical Hollywood, like, don't understand about the true race system. And, you know, you always got to have some girl, got to show her tits. And then you got to have the car chase. And then you have the typical.
We're
tired of that.
Yeah. Let me stay on the woman thing, too, though. Before we get. Because I feel like this is leading into a new segment. Hold on, you know. I don't know. Do you feel like I got my point across? Okay, another one, because I want to be I want to talk about my admiration for my stepmother too before this show gets over.
Yeah, no, let's talk about it, man. This is what it's about.
I don't want to come off as a complete masochist, male chauvinist guy, but if I whatever, whatever. But you know, I was raised by I don't have family. I was adopted. Okay, for number one, whatever. I don't even like to say that because I don't want to give that the majority of the weight of to why I am either. I don't like anything that makes me out to be like a victim, right? Or this is why. Well, but it's realities, right? I don't know my blood family like that. I know I got a half brother, two half brothers somewhere in the world, and a half sister that I met a couple times. Shout out to you, motherfuckers. Motherfuckers don't give a shit about me. No way. Huh? The fuck. Anyway. So anyway, I don't know if that's where my like disdain or my concept from this male-female relationship come up. You know, my mother had, different boyfriends, this and this growing up. Get the candle lit. And
right.
I've just
staying on topic. I just got a leak. Go ahead. Keep going. Okay.
I've just always myself, I've known women to not be like strong women. I've just always seen weak women, like single moms, right? Everyone's a single mom, but then I look at the deeper root of the thing is like, why are you a single mom? Like, why is it man after man though? These men, because again, a traditionalist, a man chooses the woman, not the other way around. A woman ain't out here. The women is waiting to get swept up. That's what I thought. How they raised us, army guys, Barbies, this and this. The women learn the tools to become the wife. A man chooses his wife, not a woman don't really choose her husband like that. I don't, whatever. Now, of course, she chooses him still. She's gonna look to see, he's a fit or he's not a fit. She choose, this and this, but. So my experience, nothing but single moms, right? Single dads, motherfuckers just hitting and sticking, hitting and moving. And I've seen infidelity right in front of my face. So many different things, facets. I think we've all heard our parents smash. I've been over at my friend's house and their mom's fucking guys upstairs and we're sitting there playing the video game. That shit's fucking awkward, bro. I won't even say his real name, man. Shout out to WJ. If you from Wendover back in the day, shout out to WJ, man. He was my homeboy that I kicked it with, bro, and his mom got around. His mom got around the town. You know what's up, bro. It's all good, man. Shout out to you, bro. But we were playing video games in his room. And his mom had the upstairs room. Like, as soon as you walk in the door, it's a 2-bedroom little townhouse. And she was in there getting piped, bro. And I'm like 13, 14, bro. My dick is hard playing video games, just listening to the bed and the fucking, because I'm sorry, man. I love the sound of sex, bro. I don't give a fuck who it is. I love to hear two strangers fuck through the walls. I be listening through the walls and shit. I get off on that shit. I love that shit. To fuck, and oh my God, bro, I fucking jerk off just the sound of like real sex. You know what I mean? And it's always made me feel tingle in my special place. Mm-hmm. Right? And even till this day, bro, I get a little whiff, or some sex in the air. But I get a little hint of like or a little bed squeak. I'm like a deer in headlights, like, yo, I'll pause everything. Hold on, be quiet.
You heard that?
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, they're getting it in. I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, so again, getting sidetracked. So all these women that I've personally known, like again, I don't know no married women like that. My adoptive father, I think he died on his 11th wife. My mom was
I never know.
my mom was his 10th. So like,
Your mom lucked out. Like, yep, I was. But then she didn't get the life insurance.
you know, she's currently on her 5th. You know, I know just family members that cheating on this and this, and I see the predicament that men get themselves into, bro. I got myself in a couple of those just being tied in, but not marriage wise, right? Financially, there's just so many.
I don't know if I think one is good, dude. I don't need to be twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times.
This
One
is
is good. One
this
is
is a
good.
brother to brother. We're all, or we're off the wall. We're off the charts over here.
One is good, dog, and plus not only that too, man. I'm fixed. Dog. I got vasectomy, so I ain't gonna have impregnate nobody. So Trent, Dylan, Tyler, man, that's it. That's you guys got my genetics. Let's see, no, last of the last genetics. Supposedly I'd be the last one because, well, I mean, supposedly because my grandfather has second family. And there's some men in that family, but on the real maternal side, because that's how it was before. It's kind of like, I guess in the Chinese culture, your first wife is your main wife, and then if you get rich, then you can have concubines, as many as you want, kind of like King Solomon, But you can't have like multiple. I mean, well, multiple wives, but the first wife is always the main wife. So I came from the main wife. That's the bloodline I came from. So on that bloodline, I'm the last of my last names. My dad was supposed to be the last. He passed away, so it carried to me. And so I got 2 sons. It's the last name Siapno, and the 2, my 2 boys. But if they don't get married or have kids, then I'm the last of the seed that came through the Siapno stuff. But I don't really pay attention on that. Okay, that's great, because here's what I'm thinking. I know I'm going to be a very wealthy man one day. Very wealthy. I'm probably going to be one of those guys that's going to be wealthy way after I'm already done, dead and gone. And my rich is going to come from a trust. And anyone that, So to me, the way I'm looking at it is, if there's somebody there that is worthy to carry the legacy, that was able to push through and people getting their lives better. And it may not be my blood children. Just somebody out there who maybe is like completely, I respect you, Brother Ray G, whatever you do, and this and this and that, and I'm not trying to this and that, whatever. I may just go, you know what? I'll give you all my riches. Because I'm not here. It's not about, blood, this and that. I get it. In fact, I just basically read a scripture on the Sabbath. Basically says, you know what? Your father's sins is not yours, and your sins is not your father's sins. In other words, truthfully, really, this is what it says. It don't really matter who your blood father is. Because God knows we can have some fucked up lineage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these people, I'm a Rodriguez. Nobody gives a flying fuck. It doesn't matter. What matters is that whoever is going to bring on the duty of that respect. If it ain't my kids and someone else, I think deserve it because they put the work into it, and I become that wealthy man. Hey man, pass it on. I'm done, man. I did my time.
Right.
Good riddance. I'm done. I'm out. I don't.
Set your own mark. Okay. This is a good transition. So let me give a shout out to my stepmother. She never had kids of her own, so I'm like her own son or whatever. I've known her since I was about, I don't know, 7, 8, 9. Um, she's one of the biggest influences in my life, whether she realizes it or not. She doesn't take compliments well, and neither do I. Whatever, but I always tell her this because, oh God, I hope my mother isn't listening, but I hold her in. Damn, dude, like just as high as regards as my mother who adopted me.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If not,
there's nothing wrong with that.
If not, just because like the security, the safety that my adopted mom provided, but the fucking intuition, the whatever,
the intellect, the intuition, yeah.
Every time I would ask a question as a kid, she's the type, she hits you back with the question back. Like you ask her a question,
she gives you a question for you to answer. Yeah, like a lawyer. That's how lawyers do it.
Always get, and if I came to her with a problem, or like say you ask her for money, she's literally gonna tell you, well, why? First of all, why you at like, okay, I'm not saying I won't give it to you, but have you, like why are you coming to me? She'll literally be like, what is it about me that makes you think this and this? Okay, cool. And you might tell her, oh, you're the only person I can come to. Okay, cool. But what have you done? Have you exhausted all your options to get the money? Like she just does that. Used to fucking drive me crazy, but I understand it now. And even like I said, vegetables, fruits. I was allowed to skate through life. Shout out to my mom's, man. But she did the best she could, man. Did a great fucking job. But I got over on her a lot. I could wake up when I was a little kid, 6th grade, 7th grade, and just throw a little bit of a fit or a temper tantrum, and I didn't have to go to school because she done worked the double all night, and now she got home 5 a.m. and she trying to get me ready for school. She ain't got time for that shit. She was like, all right, stay in bed or go back. And then a lot of times the medication had me so sedated from the night before, I couldn't get up and go to school, bro. I'm groggy. That shit had me fucked up, bro. And
wow.
So when I met her, or my dad met her, and she came into my life, she took on that role as like, well, when he is here, when he does come visit, I'm the bitch of this house. I'm still gonna set some ground rules, and she did, and I just love her for that. She like reading, just so many like foundational elements in life that she just like, she really molded my fucking mind, gave me an alternative view of the world, told me about, because she had taught school in China, she moved around the whole international, so she always was telling me about other places and budgeting. One of the most frugal ass women. Oh my God, talk about a Jew. You talk about a Jew being tight with their money. She might be half Jewish. I think she's like Irish or some shit. I don't know.
Got that Jewish and Chinese.
Motherfucking! I remember she would give me $2 for lunch, right? In high school, and a slice of pizza was $1.50, and this bitch gave me $2 every a day, right?
That's my mom.
Still,
mom. That's my mom. Like $5. Yeah, no, I like my mom too.
Yeah,
that's the same way.
I remember at this school, Hug High, shout out Hug High, Reno, Nevada. It was an open thing, and you could go leave campus for lunch, but the slice of pizza was $1.50, bro. It was bomb. I still have the exact taste in my mouth to this day. And back then, I like ranch. All the kids, but they charged, I believe it was $0.25 or 50 cents for an extra cup of ranch. You get a slice of pizza, and we just sit there and dip it in the ranch. It was like kind of like a big, whatever, little New York slice, kind of big, not too big for a fat kid. But I remember, and I would just eat a slice of pizza, or I met one other kid, and sometimes, hey man, you got 2, I got 2. Well, fuck it, let's get a slice of pizza. Let's leave campus. Let's go get a 99-cent tea or a juice and a bag of chips, and we split the pizza and the chips and the juice. Like just make it work. Or if you got a third kid, Oh, we eating good. We going to Sonic. We going to the Sonic. We getting the whole meal. Type shit. And because it was a
I miss
Sonic,
those
like,
days, man. For sure, man. You
yeah.
gotta, yeah.
And it was just being so firm, like literally wouldn't let me get up from the table. Uh, Either until I was not really so much that I was done. She just said, "You tell you're full. She's not gonna make me." But like or what she put on the plate, like that had to be gone. Like she put enough portions to where, it wasn't gonna bloat me and fill me up, but it was like, even if he says he's not hungry, like, nah, you're fucking eating that. So at least I know that you ate something. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I try to do with my kid. It's like all this whole sit there, you're not gonna leave until you're done. It's like I'm fucking full, bitch. Like, but just put enough portion and simply, hey, if you want more, there's more, but eat that shit. Eat what's on your plate, And then
That's
if
good
I
discipline.
did not eat what's on that plate, like every bite, oh, how dare I ask for some ice cream or a piece of pie? What the fuck you mean you want you want dessert, but you still have like hella food on your regular plate? Nah, we ain't playing that game.
That's
Right.
tough love. That's tough love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
That's my grandmother too. That's my grandmother.
so like that shit instilled in me, man, and I love it so much, and I love her till this day, bro. Like fuck, man, I love that woman. Shout out to you, Nan, and she just doesn't know how much that shit did for me, bro. I'm serious, bro. Like, and so much more stuff I could go into, but I just wanted to bring that to light on the brother to brother.
brother to brother. I
The
love
type
it
of
already.
conversations that we have. How about brother? It's like, oh fuck, we were recording that conversation. I didn't even know. Like I was just talking to my brother.
That's right.
Oops,
That's right.
I didn't mean for it to be out there in the world.
And it's already been an hour and 11 minutes that we've been talking about that topic, and we're on it. See?
So shout out to the strong-willed woman. It's not like I don't love women or I haven't had a woman in my life with a strong character.
Women is definitely a part of our fabric. So we cannot deny, we cannot hate them. We can't deny them. We can't. It doesn't work that way. Oh yeah, I'll get rid. We can't. It's just basically a matter of an adjustment and understanding, and a lot of them are that way because there's just a lot of weak men out there. To where there's a lot of weak men out. There's so many weak men out there that it outnumbers the strong men. And so if all these women are getting nothing but weak men around them, or weak men that can pretend that they're strong men, and deep after a while it wears out, they're really weak men, you know what? Yeah, you know what? The woman is going to go, you know what? Fuck, I can't find no real man or strong man here. Because they can act like they're strong men, but after you unfold, after you go through the little, layers, then they're freaking weak men.
Yeah.
So they're confused, and I'm kind of angered by that because I got a daughter.
Let me kind of capitalize on that one. What I think she was also doing was, fast forward to this day and time, I have my son's mother, and she has a daughter. I've been in that stepfather role as well. I find myself stepping up to the plate, even though, of course, a young girl that who the fuck, this isn't my dad. I went through that whole thing, resentment, hateful, fucking, to where she opens up, started calling me dad, the whole nine. Now, if I didn't have that strong foundation put in me, and my, both moms, but more so my stepmom in that regard. Like, if I didn't have that, when I got in this situation, I wouldn't know how to maybe raise someone else's kid or what proper steps to take that she might need. Not, I didn't say, "Oh, you're gonna call me dad." She came to me, "Hey, can I call you dad?" This and that. Well, yeah. I mean, whenever we talked about it, and but then it, for me, I know certain boundaries. And I know I ain't your but this is my house. This is our house. But I'm the man of this fucking house. point blank period. So you are gonna abide by my rules. I'm trying to set structure. Your brother is, is my biological son. So therefore, I'm very, the whole thing, it's so complex. And but anyway, I believe that I have certain traits that like women could, like, I'm a value. I can bring value to a woman.
You are taking the role of your stepmother Nan, who put that good foundation in you. Therefore, you're putting that good foundation in your stepdaughter.
Yeah, I mean,
and if her own biological father doesn't do that, someone will do it. Mm-hmm. And because of that, imagine at your age now, where you're actually giving credit to your stepmother like a real mom. That is huge. And for me, someone who never had any stepkids, my kids were always from my wife and I my hats off to you stepfathers. Because it's so tough out there to like, you're not my daddy. Oh, I got my own kids saying, Dad, you need that. And that hurts. And it makes you want to punch them in the face. But for someone else's child to where you're like, I'm providing a place for you, I'm providing a food on the table for you, the clothes on your back and everything. I basically literally, adopted you as my child, taking you to school and everything, treating you like you're my own, but you're not. And yet you dare say, you're not my dad. What is your dad doing? What is your real dad doing? And so my hat's off, because, even a dad with real kids, biological kids, that feeling, it hurts, dude.
Yeah. I couldn't, the love I have for my son, I couldn't imagine, dude, he's the other side of that wall, bro. And it's like, there's a certain feeling when he's under the same roof as me. That's just, this is the right one, whatever. But I couldn't imagine, I just couldn't imagine leaving him out in the world to dry, bro. It's just crazy. That so many kids grow up without that, dude. And so many men can just, I'll see him. Because that's how I was, my pops was, hell, he lived 8 hours away, 12 hours sometimes. Another state at one point, and I would see them, either once a year or as I got older, every couple years, or it would be a summer and a Christmas one year, and then maybe go a whole year and see him the next summer. It was just interesting, but I knew I was always a mama's boy. When they initially broke up, I remember saying I wanted to go with my dad. I do remember that. Glad I didn't make that fucking choice. But yeah, man, I love my fucking son so much, bro. Being a biological parent, but being a step parent too, man. Like, you can't take that shit lightly, and you gotta. It was hard it was hard dealing with the outside stuff. Stepping up and simply putting fucking forth discipline in the kid's life is not hard. We're fucking adults. Fucking if you can't control a kid, or like, just put your input into a kid, then it's a little weird. Brother Ray, where'd you go, man? We lost you, man. But so that part wasn't hard, but just man, at the end of the day, that was a little bit of insight into my life, a brother to brother segment. Because I'm just talking brother to brother, me via the internet, via the world. Yeah, man. And also, one thing my stepmother did for me was, other than the questioning, changing my thought process, and the discipline was giving. I think she set that ulterior view to question everything. Because even herself, she's one of the most successful people that I know, like financially, this and this, but and just successful at being happy. Like I've never seen her fucking down ever, not one day in my life. I'm talking about down. Like those words don't come out of her mouth, you know, and I fucking respect that. She never had no punk ass anxiety. She never had no punk ass depression, no punk ass addiction. Like she, you know, but she's been through the fire. Like she's lived a pretty, you know, younger life. And but where she was at when she came into my life, I just admire that. I'm like, wow. So I aspire to be that. And she helped me to look at alternative views, you know, like I said, question things, having faith, but she's not really, I don't know what she is. I don't even know what the fuck she is. I do not know. She's not really anything, no titles, nothing, but she's like one of the just most godliest people that I know. And, but I have that throughout a few places in my life. My adopted mother, my half gay brother, Trey, and brother Ray G, and my stepmom Nan. Those are like 4 people that have crazy faith. But except Nanette, I don't know. She's just like a spiritual person. It's weird. I don't know. I've never even really heard her use the word God. But she's one of the dopest, peaceful. I trust her out of the most people in this world. They say you can't trust nobody. You got to trust motherfuckers, man. You got to trust at some point, even a little bit. I get the saying, like, oh, I don't trust. Nah. I get it. It just means keep your head in the swivel, stay paranoid, stay dangerous, as these new kids are saying. But you got to trust a motherfucker too. You know, I trust all my homeboys, man. And if they lied, they dying, right? If they fly and die, whatever that saying is. But I trust all my homies in the LTB, Mike, Jake, Fern Dog, Big Trucks, Alonzo. I literally trust him with my son, with my life, with my if I had a wife, I could leave my wife or my girl around the homies and they're not gonna fucking do nothing. They're gonna protect her. Period. Those are the types of men that I fuck with and that I want to fuck with. And my stepmother, my mother, brother Ray G, same way. I could leave $1,000 around them. And even if they did take some, as soon as I come back, hey man, I took 50 out that 1,000, isn't it? You know what I mean? I can't be mad at you or whatever. I don't know. Now that brother Ray's not on the show to get mad at me, I'm gonna eat some Fritos. I'm sorry. I haven't eaten since 6 a.m., man. We wanted to come do this off the cuff show, aka the brother to brother edition. New segment. And I'm trying to find where the actual brother to brother came into existence, and I can't remember what notebook I put it in. All right, Ray G lost connection. We'll see if he can get back up in the building in a few minutes. If not, then, you know, I think we'll just end it. I ain't got nothing else to say. It just started by, we always have these daily talks. We got a lot of people around us, you know, like people we know, just like suffering from shit. But it seems like, I don't know, man. It seems like people around me are kind of getting worse. Like, as we get older, it's like, God damn, like, isn't the dark times over with? Like, we still got hurdles. Sounds stupid, but of course we got hurdles to go through, but we still got like personal mental hurdles. Life hurdles is one thing. You can't help what happens when you leave your fucking front door. But damn, This mental hang-ups. That was the whole point of this show, brother to brother. No more mental hang-ups. If we can try. Go out, get some exercise, get some vitamin D, eat some fruits and veggies, go to fucking Trader Joe's, get some organic fruits, man. You just blend them. You just fucking, you know what I mean? I've tried that. It works. It literally does. You got to give your body nutrients, sunlight, exercise, and water, just like a fucking plant. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling down, huh? Not just fucking beer, huh? I know. But we want to be the representation of this good shit, man. Growing a business from scratch right in front of your face. Harris is Drinking Again Podcast and Media Company LLC, baby. Effective November, what was it? No, October 24th, 2022. Legit business. And we just growing in front of your face, man. Closing in on 1 year. Ain't stopping. 52 weeks in a row. Going into year 2, the content is going to keep formulating, getting better, different things. We're going to go on different tangents, learn, grow with us. As I read more books and get better, the content going to get better. I'm going to change. My views are going to change. So that's what I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about being a hypocrite on the mic. I don't give a damn if I say one thing 1 month and then I say a different thing another the next month. If I say it, it's probably because I really had a change of heart and I don't feel that way no more. Or maybe I do still feel this way because I still feel that way about a lot of things, year after year after year. Let's see if Ray gonna get back on, man. If not, man, I'm gonna get some food. I'm hungry. Put in an hour and a half. In the meantime, hold on. I'll play this Like Atari again. Shout out SA Habit. Where the fuck are you at, SA Habit? Seriously. Gone in the world, bro. Don't answer the phone. Phone's turned off. Disconnected social media, bro. Come on, dog. Tripping me out, bro. The fuck? That's what I'm talking about, man. We got you fucking artists. We gotta get our music shit. I don't know what the how the fuck. It's weird. And guarantee you it has to do with a fucking woman or his woman. Guarantee. She's tripping because this fool's talking to bitches on social media and shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck.
I'm in the game like Atari. Look at the haters are watching. I'm in the game like Atari. Look at the haters are watching. I'm in the game like
Big Red Dog.
Man, I don't know what's going on, man. I just cannot connect.
Okay. Well, it's okay. We can I can wrap up here in a minute, or we could just do some via audio for a minute and maybe just give a good closing argument or whatever on this brother to brother.
Okay.
I smell dinner cooking up in the kitchen right now, man. I'm fucking hungry as shit, trying to go eat.
Ooh. I mean, up to you, man. I think we got an hour in. That's good. We can wrap it up.
Got about an hour.
I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, an hour and a half. That's perfect.
Hour and a half. I think we touched some good subjects.
I think so.
Brother to brother is going to be a new segment in addition to off the cuff.
Yeah.
And the brother to brother. I hope we did a good enough job getting, like more deeper. I do want to set the tone, the difference between a brother to brother and a TNR. Like what's the,
yeah.
Maybe the brother to brother more like call to action. The brother to brothers, like more like endearing, like more personal,
Yeah.
stories of like how we're really feeling or something. And maybe the TNR.
Right. Harris is Drinking Again. It could be like, guests and everything. It's about them.
Right.
Brother, it's more like it's about us.
Right. Like, yeah, truly us, like our flaws, like everything. Talk about our kids, more like insight, just introspect. Like, oh shit, I never heard him say this about his mother and this. Oh, I didn't know he was adopted or whatever it is,
Yeah. and it's gonna be a little bit more deeper and everything. Where Harris is drinking again, it's more of what's going on with you, how everything is, and did you hear about so and so? Yeah, I like that. That's perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. So
Dope. Brother to brother, new segment.
we
Well,
can just make decisions like that, dude. I just love it. The fact that we can just make and everything is gonna work. There's no stress, no whatever. Oh my gosh! I guess that's we both like. The outcome is always gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fucking amazing shit.
The slop is always gonna end up tasting good in the end. Yep. All right, brother. So did you end it already? And am I on the recorded or?
No, we're still live. So I'll probably
Okay.
I'll probably wrap it up now. If you just want to hang tight, say goodbye to the people, and then hang tight on the phone, and then I'll end it on the live, man. And we'll see y'all motherfucking Shamotas Thursday night, 8 p.m. with Big Freeze.
Big Freeze. That's what's up. Oh, can't wait, man. A true artist in his own type of genre that is hitting all over the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Go follow Talk Teach Truth on Instagram. Subscribe to Talk Teach Truth on YouTube. And check out Brother Ray G.
Brother Ray G. Yes. Brother to brother. All right. All right, brother, man. I'm out. Everybody, Thursday.
All right.
All
Thursday
right.
it is.
Thursday it is. I'll see you then. All right.
Brother Ray G. Yee. Just a quick bust down, hour and a half on a Sunday, man. I love this shit. I love this motherfucking podcast shit, man. On the motherfucking Harry's Drinking Again podcast. See y'all Thursday, motherfucking Shamotas.